Hey everybody, and welcome back to Knee Deep. So just a little behind the scenes. When I am starting and ending a recording, the hotkey for me for that involves pressing the control button on my keyboard. But in Knee Deep, that also selects whatever your mouse happens to be nearby. So you're gonna see a little bit of weirdness at the beginning and end of all the videos that hopefully is not too annoying. That's why, like, at the end of the video last episode, as I went to hit control to end the video, we started to walk over here to Jim. You know what? We said that it was the janitor that found the man, and you're sweeping up, so maybe you are the janitor, and maybe you are the person I want to talk to first. Okay, Jim. Let's have a discussion.
I watched Apollo 11 launch from that tower back when I was your age.
You're old. Small rocket? I mean, Apollo 11 wasn't very small.
That rocket must have been really small to fit on that tower before launch.
Ha ha ha.
You should have seen the guys inside.
So are you sure the dead man you found was Kern?
Can you confirm that the man hanging from the tower tonight was Tad Kern?
Sure looked like him. Had a wallet with his driver's license inside, too.
How'd the photo look? Was he on his own? How'd the photo look?
How'd that DMV picture look? Mine adds 20 years and a healthy dose of meth addict.
Oh, that's a bad joke.
Didn't give it much more than a glimpse, but you know he looked a lot taller in the movies. Shrimpy dude.
So was he on his own?
Was Kern alone?
Nope, he was here with some folks from the Red Eclipse movie studio. Location filming, I think.
Messy death, anything unusual? Using chief roadsides as a location? But was there anything unusual? Let's start with that.
Did you notice anything strange before Kern died?
Not really. Saw him leaving Hungry Chiefs after an early dinner. Is that weird?
That's not weird.
Any idea why Kern killed himself?
Have you seen his latest movies?
Did Kern scream at the last second? Like, maybe he changed his mind?
I mean, I don't think the man saw him die. He just found him afterwards.
That's a morbid question. But no, he didn't scream. Not that I heard.
Are the Red Eclipse folks still here?
Yeah, I think so. Last I saw, they were hanging out at Hungry Chiefs.
All right, strange place to mourn, and I'm a little hungry. So it's a little strange to be hanging out, and their star just die.
Really? They're just sitting around some dusty, greasy spoon?
Hey, some people drown their sorrows in a bottle of beer. Others gorge on Scout burgers and supersized sodas.
Give a strange response. Sounds good. Stay cool, my friend.
Never change.
Another blog post ahead. Pick a source, a clue, a spin, and publish. All right, let's, I guess I have to do, nope, let's talk to Remy. Thought I maybe had to do a blog post before I could talk to him.
Remy, bet you didn't know. You can't put a convenience store close to a supermarket in Indonesia.
I didn't know that, but that's useful information? Or let's just give a strange response on that.
Do I look Canadian?
That is a strange response.
Fair question. Wily Canadians and their clever disguises.
Let's give another strange response.
Have fun storming the castle!
Well, that was a waste of time.
Better get what I can to the blog before Lenny pops an aneurysm.
All right, let's Kern's companions or Kern's ID? Well, we don't have a lot of information about his ID. Just that, I don't think that is a very good blog that says, hey, he had an ID on him when he died. Let's talk about Kern's companions, though. Jim Larman told Ramona Teague that actor Tag Kern was staying at Chief Roadside with a crew from the studio, where Tag Kern spent his final days in a seedy tourist trap called Chief Roadside's Wonderland. It seems that although he was among friends, he felt utterly alone, so desperate it seems that he took his own life. Last movie on Tag Kern's filmography, May Never Lens? I don't know. Is that my misunderstanding of this phrase, or is this bad writing? Sorry, I had to sneeze and I didn't think I could pause it because of the whole thing with the control key. That's also part of my pausing. Sources say that he was in the sources close to the investigation of the actor's sudden death say he was in the North Florida town of Cypress Knee for a new project. The crew from Red Eclipse Studios scouted locations at a nearby prison. It remains to be seen whether Kern's suicide leaves the movie just as fatally hanged. You know what? Let's go with that one. Is his final flick now DOA? Incoming we can expect harsh pushback from Kern's friends. Lenny says, putting ZTM to shame. Guess I'll let you stick around a little longer. Okay. Thank you, Lenny. I like the set. Like, things move and change and come in.
Miss T, you certainly didn't waste any time getting here. But that's the way you work, right? Always in a hurry.
I don't know who you are, Donovan Miller? Missed signs? Was Kern hungry? Kern suicidal? Let's just talk about, was Kern suicidal?
Enough chit chat. Did Kern say or do anything that seemed suicidal?
Honestly, he seemed broody. Tag lost a lot of confidence after Dystopic 12 and Meacham.
Were there any signs that we might have missed?
Don't you think you should have seen this coming?
Maybe I should have. I feel terrible about it. If I'd known better, I could have reached out.
Let's spend some time looking at the menu board. Hamburger, cheeseburger, ham and cheese. Beef. Can't really read what this stuff over is over here. Ham and egg. A Terry burger, luncheon meat, tuna tomato, hot dog, a bacon dog. So nothing very exciting back there. Was Kern hungry?
Did Kern eat everything on his plate? Did he order dessert?
Interesting question.
Weird question. He didn't have much of an appetite. I'm curious about something, though.
What's that?
You're worried Tag's death left our movie fatally hanged? Is that all this is to you? An excuse to make shitty puns?
Give a strange response. We'll talk soon. You're not so bad, actually. My apologies. I didn't intend to insult you like that.
Good talk. Sometimes I think ZTM gave you a raw deal when they called you Hollywood's emptiest suit.
Wow. That was not a compliment in the slightest. Okay, this lady's crying. What's that all about? Remy, didn't I already talk to you? Weren't you over here? Excuse me? Ma'am?
I can't believe this is happening.
Cashing in? Delve into the sex life. Why suicide? Like, let's not lead off with that. Why suicide?
Why'd Kern want to kill himself?
That's the thing. He wasn't depressed or anything. He really liked where the new project was going.
cashing in.
Do you plan to cash in on his death with a kiss and tell memoir?
Hey, come on. Now, that's not very nice.
I'm offended you'd even ask. And another thing.
Yeah?
Yes.
This goddamn movie is the last thing anyone should be worried about right now. You should be ashamed.
Yeah, good talk.
I feel closer to you now.
Yeah, I really upset them with that blog
Remy
post.
bet you didn't know all Spanish moss comes from one ancient dude's beard. He chased a girl up a tree.
Just saw Remy? Amused? Freaky beard? Unlikely. Didn't I just see you, Remy?
Wait. Didn't I just see you over at the Fun and Fuel?
Remy gets around.
Hey, Remy, what did you see? Inspired suicide, got vegan. What did you see, Remy?
You saw Kern before he died, didn't you?
Sure did. Served him a Scout Burger special. Fresh meat and everything. He ate like a hungry raccoon.
Fresh meat and everything? Do you normally serve with not fresh meat?
Did Kern seem upset? Depressed? Angry?
Remy might have made him a little mad. Told him how awful Meacham was.
Well, that's fine.
Does the menu offer vegan options?
No, man. Just meat.
Alright, that's cool.
I like meat chunks in my yogurt.
Tasty. Oh, by the way, Remy heard Cordray talking about you. He wanted a word.
Why doesn't this have anything in it? Why is this just a white dot? Alright, well, we wanted to talk to
It's
Cordray
such a
anyways.
tragedy. What happened to your mother? She deserved better.
Why do you know my mother? I'm not here about my mom.
I want information about Tad Kern. Leave her out of this.
I can tell you that he held a ranking of dark matter, a rarity among those in the Church of Us.
Yeah, how many people in that church?
How big is the Church of Us?
We've got 6 million members worldwide at last count, growing every day. Such a pleasing sight.
6 million is quite a lot.
I am pleased, at the very least, that you show some aptitude for the ways of the church.
Ambitious, curious, skeptical. I'm a little skeptical.
It's interesting and all, but I'm not sure I buy it.
A little skepticism is healthy. Mr. Kern wasn't sure about the church at first either.
No real faith or Kern skepticism. Tell me about his skepticism.
How did you win him over?
We let him join the church on a trial basis for a few months. He landed a big movie deal. Training seemed to work for him.
Or it was just luck.
Or maybe he was lucky. Mixed opinions about Kern's death, obviously. Miller, the movie director, claimed Kern was depressed. Tina Gray thought Kern seemed happy. Remy seemed mostly neutral, except when it came to Meacham. Miller didn't think Kern had an appetite, but Remy described a pretty big last meal. And what's the deal with creepy Gordon Cordray? Might have to call her about him. Surprise! First call home in a couple of years.
Might have to call my mother. Submit a report. Okay, now we have lots of things to choose from. We talk about his appetite, that he didn't have much of an appetite. Donovan Miller expressed regrets that he did not realize Kern's despair. Donovan Miller reports the flop of Dystopic 12 rattled Kern's confidence. Kern seemed gloomy. Tina reported that suicide made no sense, that he was happy. Remy Dixon said that he ate a lot. And that he angered Kern by criticizing the performance in Meacham. You know what? Let's go with Tina Gray and say that, actor Tad Kern's suicide left perhaps no one as shocked as his girlfriend, Tina Gray. She said, I can't believe this is happening, that he was in good spirits. Is suicide the only explanation for Tad Kern's death? Tina Gray told Fan Rage that he hadn't seemed depressed. That Kern seemed happy about this direction. And this is just straight up like, what if he was murdered? Let's go with a edgy, like, hey, he was happy. Seemed happy. Incoming text from Lenny. Interesting premise. Pull that string. See where it leads. 2 days later.
Tell us about this source of yours, the one who calls himself Anonymous.
I'm uncertain. It's just a stranger. Keep it confidential. I'm uncertain.
I'm not sure. Might be you, for all I know.
Do you realize how much trouble you've caused?
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Earlier, at Trail's End in Cypress Knee, another death investigation.
Okay, so we're a new character this time. Maybe bringing the kid was wrong, my night with Reggie, or another bit of news. Let's talk about the kid. What's the deal what's going on here?
Normally, I'd never bring Reggie to a scene with a dead body. It's my night with him, though, and I'm a reporter. This is my job. Just hope the ex-wife doesn't get wind of it.
Oh, so literally you have custody of your child, but you need to go in and report on this dead body.
I also hope it doesn't scar him.
Is that man really dead, Daddy?
Be honest, lie, dodge the question. You know what, kid? Yes, that man is really dead.
Yeah. Stay here while I talk to Ozzy, okay?
That'll stick with him. I mean, I can't lie to them. What am I gonna say? No, he's just sleeping?
Okay, but then ice cream. You promised.
My kid. I don't know if this is a good sign or a bad sign. He's like, you know what? I don't care if there's a dead body. I just want that ice cream. I mean, that could be...
Evening, Jack.
That could be good. Maybe you're like, hey, death is a normal part of life, or maybe you're a real psychopath and you're like, dead bodies make me want to eat ice cream. Hello, Ozzy.
Hey, Ozzy, tell me the news.
Mr. Swayhill here tried to bore a hole in his engine block with a .22 caliber pistol. Ricochet, right through the left eye.
Is that the voice of the guy? Like, I don't know his name, but he's in a lot of comedies, like Hollywood, TV comedies. That's Grim. Go snarky. Keep it professional. Let's go Grim.
Natural selection at work, ladies and gentlemen.
That is pretty grim.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's the guy, right? That's the voice actor from what is it, Wander? From whatever that show, Wander Over Yonder?
Anything else?
About Swayhill, no. But I was curious. What brought you back to Cypress Knee? I figured you'd be on to much bigger things.
Maybe it's not him, but it sounds like... Hello, lady. What brought you back to Cypress Knee? Give her a belligerent response. I like this gig, or I burned some bridges. I probably did burn some bridges.
I pissed off the wrong people.
Hang on a second there, Jack. Sounds like we got another dangler at Cheap Roadsides. Someone famous. Might be Bieber.
Okay, I didn't think they were going to name drop Justin Bieber on here.
Jackson Lawrence Bellet, you brought our son to a crime scene?
Oh, hello, ex-wife. Give a belligerent response. Change the subject. Stay calm. Let's stay calm.
Tamra, I just stopped by to ask Ozzy a couple of questions. Reggie's staying back. He can't see anything.
Also, why are you here? Are you also in the police force? What's going on?
I want to be able to trust you, Jack, but you're so irresponsible.
I'm a recovering addict. I've done bad things. You know what? I'm recovering. I'm trying to get better.
I'm in the program. Meetings twice a week when I can.
Irresponsible, lazy journalist, addict. You're not really fit to be a father, Jack.
I'm treading water. Look who's talking. I'm trying. You know what? Let's not be belligerent. Let's not press the issue. You know what? I'm trying to get off my back.
Nobody's perfect, Tam. I do my best.
The judge always loves to hear that one.
Give a belligerent response. Try pleading. You know what? She's trying to bait me. Not going to be belligerent.
Don't take this to the judge, Tam. Please?
I'll see.
Speaking of Reggie, I've got to check out this other dead body call over at Chief Roadsides.
It's your night with him. I've got clients here looking at mobile home rental options.
Okay, so you're a realtor. Give a belligerent response. Another dead body. Your clients can cope, right?
I'm sure they won't mind Reggie tagging along.
Fine. You'll owe me.
I always owe you, Tamra.
That never changes.
Alright, now we are over at Chief Roadsides. Well, we're at a different part of Chief Roadsides.
Chief Roadside's Wonderland suffers from a double-edged fact. It is and isn't what it used to be.
It's pretty lost in time, it looks like.
The Silloway family built this place in the 1960s. Back then, white folks really didn't think twice about whether they offended other cultures. Now, the Wonderland's an appalling relic. Most motorists zoom right by, never giving a second look.
No point in sensitivity, reason to stop, freak show. Go with reason to stop?
Tonight, though, folks are coming from miles around. Got to see where Tag Kern took a short drop and a sudden stop.
Well, let's go talk to Jefferson Dean Gallant? Something like that? Oh, Jefferson?
Some people don't give a possum's pecker whether Tag Kern's alive or dead. We got bigger problems.
Give a belligerent response. Act professionally. Be friendly. Let's be professional.
Mr. Gallant, glad to see you're alive and well. Could I ask a few questions for the notice?
I'll answer any questions you got about the Golden Cypress project across the road.
All right. Well, first of all, what's the Golden Cypress project?
Just give me the bottom line, please.
They're pumping natural gas from below Cypress Swamp for a big development project. They want to run a pipeline through my house.
No big loss. I've covered that story. That takes permits.
Developers can't do that without permits.
Some people know how to work their way around that process. Powerful people.
But I'm not here about that. I'm here about that dead actor.
Look, thanks for your time, but I really should talk to someone about Kern.
Don't be an irresponsible jackass. I can point you to proof of government malfeasance right here at Chief Roadsides.
I'm listening.
All right, Mr. Gallant. What's the proof?
Go see who's parked outside the Mohawk Inn. It'll be interesting. I guarantee it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gallant.
I'll humor you this one time.
In the parking lot of the Mohawk Inn, you spy an official town car from Cypress Knee.
Let's check it out. License plates are all zeros. That seems fake.
Closer inspection suggests It's the town car assigned to Gary Buckingham, chairman of the Cypress Knee Council.
Curious.
Guess Gallant was right. Time to find a wayward town official at the motel.
Let's approach the motel room, please. My wife calling? I better take it.
Evening, Tamra. I don't have time to fight right now.
Why do you always assume I'm calling to fight?
Apologize or be belligerent. Like, I'm sorry. That was rude.
Hey, my bad. Go ahead.
I'm taking Reggie to the lodge before we go to the Founders Day Festival.
Hey, can you get him some ice cream for me?
I kinda promised he could have ice cream too.
Yes, Jack, I know. It's all he talks about. Thanks for that.
Yeah, well, thanks for letting me know, but I got work to do.
I have to go. Great chatting with you as always.
Let's just continue. Let's go up to the motel window.
The Gallant property's an obstacle.
Ah, so you are talking about trying to put your pipeline through that man's house.
Eminent domain's a tough nut to crack on this project.
That's their idea of pillow talk?
Tough, maybe. Not impossible, right?
It's possible. Expensive, though. We're not just fudging dates on a permit here.
Knock on the door or snap photos through the window. Oh, we're snapping some photos.
That ought to go nicely with a front page article.
You knock on the door.
We don't need housekeeping, Jim.
It's not Jim.
It's Jack Bellet from the Notice, Mr. Chairman.
Huh? Well, I guess you better come in then.
You had a lady friend in here and I don't see her. Just ignore the sounds from the other room.
Roadsides, Jack.
Great question. Not much of a hangout for locals, usually. Fancy seeing you here, and Eula.
Yeah, where is she, by the way?
Oh, no. I'm here alone.
That's the sounds. Okay. I was, thinking something else. I heard two voices in here?
Two people were talking in here, man and woman.
The senses play tricks out here by the highway.
I bet she's in the bathroom.
Window's jammed, Gary.
Well, she's just gonna mention it.
It's not what it looks like.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like the town council chairman and the chief planning officer skulking around a sleazy motel.
Okay, so it is what it looks like, but it's not what you think.
Yeah, it is.
You're hatching some scheme to get the Gallant land through eminent domain.
Fine, it is what you think, but you can't prove it with circumcised evidence.
I don't think it's circumcised evidence. I think you mean circumstantial evidence.
I think you mean circumstantial.
Exactly, Eula.
No, Eula, if I meant taking the long way round, I'd say that.
That's like circumnavigating or circumference.
Oh, I think that's circumlocution.
Yeah, that.
It's got nothing to do with putting anybody in the electric chair.
That's electrocution.
Anyway, Jack, how's the wife and kid?
Yeah, my family is pretty much falling apart. Thanks for asking.
Divorce is finalized. Tamra wants full custody of Reggie. So, just great.
Oh. Anyway, can we all agree this isn't newsworthy?
Solid evidence. It might be news. It's not news. It's newsworthy. Look, now, it's pretty newsworthy.
Two public servants conspiring to steal land sounds like news to me.
Are you gonna go chat with the church? Nope.
Evening, Jack. You're chumming with the rest of the sharks, huh?
I've got no choice. Give a belligerent response. Complain about my ex-wife. Nah, I don't really have a choice here.
Just going where the news is, Jim. What can you tell me about a famous dead guy hanging from the tower?
Hey, I didn't know he was famous right away. Imagine my surprise.
Yeah, but did you see anything interesting?
Did anything unusual happen before Kern offed himself?
Things got heated between him and a few others during his stay. His girlfriend, the director, even his church pal, Cordray.
Things got heated?
Know anything about the big development across the road?
I know J.D. Gallant won't shut up about it.
He has good reason to.
Thanks.
Alright, well, you know what? Since we have saved here, probably a good time to end this episode before it gets any longer. Yeah, so thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.